With this video, I just want to show us how to create our very first, very simple, basic HTML page. I'm using Windows. I'm going to go down to the Start button and type in Notepad. And we're just going to load and start Notepad. It should be on everyone's computer that has Windows. For those of you with a Macintosh, first of all, congratulations. And I'm going to say you're going to probably be using something called Simple Text. And these are just some software products we're going to use in the very early stages. We will migrate on to much more robust tools down the road. But with Notepad, so I'm going to just show one of the very basic ways we can create a very simple website. Basically, almost all web pages are created with a tool called HTML. And in the very early part of this class, we're going to be learning some of the HTML basics. So I'm going to go fairly quickly. And every HTML file you're going to work with is going to start with the terms HTML. And I'm going to use the basic old HTML4 standard tools, and we will learn HTML5 as we go. For your benefit, I'm going to take the format, make the font quite a bit bigger so that you can see it. And you do not need to do that. So almost all our tags are what are called container tags. I start with HTML. My file is going to end with an end HTML. Let me turn my cell phone down there too so I don't get interrupted again. So HTML is the way we start, and every HTML file has two parts. One is called a head, and then we end our heading. And then the next part that actually shows on the screen will be what's called the body. And trust me, this will all become very, very simple for you very quickly, as it just is not that difficult. So, and what is the heading? The heading section of our HTML file is where we put in content that will not appear on the screen. In the body is what does appear on the screen. So in the heading, we'll put things like a title. And if everything fits on one line, then I oftentimes put the beginning and closing tags on the same line. Here I'll just put sample web page, and I'll end my title. And you're going to learn that HTML is pretty picky. If I did not put that slash title, or I put it in the wrong direction, or I did not put that less than sign, then nothing will work properly. So in the beginning, it's pretty important. Now I'm going to just start by saying hello, and I'm going to say this is my first paragraph. And you're going to see that since I did not mark it up, by the way, HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. You all understand what ML already is. Markup languages are basically what you get in a newspaper. Marking up the text. Make some bold, make some centered, make some bigger, make some smaller. Adding color. We have been marking up language since long before any of us were born. The hypertext portion of it is what is putting it live on the internet, where we can start linking. So I'm going to take this file, and in the beginning we're going to save all of our home pages with this name. File, save as. I'm just going to save this on my desktop, and I'm going to call it, using Notepad, it tries to save it as a .txt file. That's not what I want. I'm going to call it index.html, and I cannot save it as a text file. I save it under all files. Index.html on your desktop. Just trust me, that's for now what you're going to call your home pages. Every home page of every folder will be called index.html, and there's a good reason for that. I will save that. I happen to already have one. I'm going to overwrite it. And that's great. Okay, I've got index.html. Now, if I want to see what that looks like, I can simply go to my browser, my desktop, and double-click index.html, and I'll be surprised. It does not look very good. I see hello, this is my first paragraph. This is on the same line as my hello. So that's not very good. So by the way, one trick here now, what we're going to do is I'm going to put my notepad, I'm going to slam it to the left. Oops. I'm going to slam it to the left, and I'm going to take my results and slam it to the right, and so each one is half of my screen. Nice Windows little trick. So now I have to fix it. So I put hello. This is my first paragraph, but I have to tell that this is a paragraph. So I put that in a P tag, and I end my paragraph. And you can quickly see by just doing this, it's a file, save, coming over here and refreshing. Now that's a new paragraph. You see how it dropped to a new line. So that's all I wanted to do in the very beginning one, is just let us get the world's simplest web page, and in the next video we'll start modifying and changing the sizes and shapes, and in the third video we will add some color and an image. Okay, that's all for now.